It's 2018 and Kevin Federline is still in the news. We just felt a need to state that incredible fact prior to delving into the reason why Kevin Federline is in the news at this current moment. In this case, Britney Spears strongly wishes her Z-lister of an ex-husband were not making headlines, considering Federline's attorney had gone on record with a seemingly outrageous demand. He thinks the singer ought to pay his client more in child support. Like, a lot more in child support. We gave them ample time and opportunity to settle Kevin's child support modification increase, and they came back with conditions that are not reasonable. Federline's divorce attorney Mark Vincent Kaplan explains to Us Weekly. He goes on to say that K-Fed tried to handle this legal matter in private, but is now going public to force Britney's hand. It's their position that they don't have to turn over Britney's financial information, including tax returns, which is required under the California Family Code. It's not California Celebrity Code Edition. She has to comply. Hey, look, the President of the United States has never turned over his tax returns and, sorry, never mind. Let's not go there. This is the choice they have made, and they will now have to deal with it. Kaplan adds, we are still open to try and settling this without judicial intervention. Federline first asked for a child support increase in February. Not surprisingly, Spears was not happy to learn about it, according to court documents obtained by The Blast, though Federline earns approximately $3,000 per month as a DJ, which is reportedly less than 1% Spears' annual income. So, he wants his ex-wife to fork over more cash because she works harder and is more successful than he is? That's quite the argument to make. Federline and Spears were married from 2004 to 2007. They share sons Sean Preston, 12, and Jaden James, 11. Kevin also has a 15-year-old named Corey and a 13-year-old named Caleb with ex-fiancée Shar Jackson. Oh, and a 6-year-old named Jordan and a 3-year-old named Peyton with wife Victoria Prince. Yes, Kevin Federline has 6 kids, with a straight face. He claims in these new documents that he is simply less of a name and less in demand than he was in 2008, when the child support was determined. We suppose this is technically true. Federline is definitely less famous now than he was right after he split from Britney, but, was he ever in demand? A court hearing will be set, and the parties will engage in financial discovery, which will enable guideline support payment that Kevin should receive. Kaplan continued to Us Weekly, this won't be difficult for us. Kevin is asking for the reasonable needs of the children to be met, which is at least 3 times the amount Kevin is currently getting. This is based on her earnings which have been publicly reported. We are also asking for attorney's fees because it didn't have to come to this. Here's the kicker, by the way. Federline currently gets $20,000 per month in child support. So he's saying that $20,000 per month in child support is not a reasonable amount of money with which he can meet the needs of he and Britney's 2 sons. He needs $60,000 per month instead, apparently, which prompts the obvious question. What the heck is he buying these kids? 13 Craziest Things Britney Spears Has Ever Done. Start gallery.